Okay, we're back after a short hiatus, long hiatus. How long has it been?
The Rona?
It's been a minute, but we took a break from recording the Death by Exile podcast because
I mean, that's our business, not theirs.
Yeah, I had true. I had some financial IRS problems that I had to handle. No, I'm joking. I don't.
I was illegally out of the country. So they had to send me back.
Soldier of fortune business.
I mean, you know,
those polar bears aren't around no more.
I mean, if the long hair from fucking Hawaii can catch people, that can't be that hard.
But yeah, we're back. So this is episode 6, I want to say. I'm guessing. I really don't know. I think it's episode 6. Might be 5. Whichever one it is, you're welcome. You got it. So
for sure you're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, we're back. I really don't have a plan for today's episode because
do we ever really?
Not really. I'd lightweight do sometimes, but I didn't have a plan because so much shit has happened since the last time we've hung out.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit to talk about. The fucking elections, Mandalorian, Selena, fucking Eric Andre.
He's back.
I took a wood pill, so now I'm skating, which is fucking odd for me.
There
you know,
go.
a lot of random shit.
I did anything new? I don't think so.
Line buildup. You got your water pressure fixed.
Water pressure fixed.
There you go.
No, just same. Oh, just dude. So this is. Oh, that's not really. I don't think anyone gives a fuck about this, but it's like work related. But like this year's Christmas, fucking.
Why?
Dude,
Why?
it's nothing.
Nothing?
No one's buying shit.
What?
And I don't blame them.
Dude, I
really
would have thought it would be the opposite.
It's fucking dead.
Oh my god. So like UPS right now has like.
It is fucking. Dude, this is like the easiest year I've ever worked for Christmas at UPS. I've been with UPS for like 15 fucking years.
Wow.
And this is hands down like the most chillest Christmas ever.
Jeez, that honestly is like odd to me because I thought it would have been the opposite.
No, because everyone's broke. And we also this is the first year we put like a cap on volume.
Mm-hmm.
So we told a bunch of companies that like we're only accepting this much volume. So either space it out or find other people to take like On Track or other competitors to use it.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, my cousin was saying that she'd be ordering things and they don't come all together; they're coming out like different
separately.
Dates. Yeah.
And then especially because Amazon, FedEx no longer picks up from them.
Oh, okay.
So it's like but the orders are not there, dude.
Wow.
They're like our processing is it's bumped up a bit. Like I think people have done their Cyber Monday and Black Friday like online things, but it's not what it would be in previous years because I think a lot of people are just consolidating what they have because they don't know when another check is coming.
True.
So I think this is gonna be the fucking Whoville Christmas where everyone just like just hunkers down and doesn't think about material things and just sings around the tree, like
holding hands, singing, hippie shit,
and then hopefully, the Grinch.
And then everyone takes the juice, the cyanide, all at the same time.
No, what's gonna suck, and then this is like something I've been talking about with all my coworkers. It's like, so Trump's out of office, Biden comes in. How do you, a smooth transition is the easy. Obviously they're gonna do more crackdowns on the stay-at-home orders and stuff like that.
Yeah, which
nobody likes. No one's gonna, nobody wants it.
I mean, technically we're in one right now.
We technically are, but it's like a light one. We're not like in a full scale lockdown, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and no one, obviously you're coming into office. You're doing something unpopular, what are you gonna do? There's only one thing you can do, and it's send out more checks.
Yep.
So the idea in my mind is that Christmas is gonna end, and then we're gonna get rid of all our equipment, all of our extra helping work. We're gonna go back to our normal volume, and all of a sudden everyone's gonna get stimulus checks.
Yeah.
And then everyone's gonna start buying shit online, and then we're just not gonna be prepared for it logistically.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like scared of is like, okay, this is the time of year when we kind of just wind down and everyone figures out what they're going to do for the year and they start planning like their,
vacations
and like their moves, like, and like, okay, this is how I did this year. And then maybe next year I need to do a little better, or I did good this year and I can chill, I'm in a good tax bracket and I make a decent amount of money. And then boom, we're going to get side busted and no one's going to be like, they're going to be like all gas, no brake. And we're going to be like, fuck.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, Do you think we're gonna get more checks?
Yeah.
I honestly feel
I think
like
if you're coming in, if you're like I said, Biden's not popular. Nobody wants him.
Hell no.
Nobody wants Biden or Kamala.
No. Nope.
It's people just don't want Trump in office anymore. That's all it is. It's not like once Trump is gone, everyone's gonna be focused. Like, okay, he's old news now. Okay, who are these two fucks down here? And so they're gonna just have to literally buy,
complacency.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to buy people's like fucking okay, we're gonna do some really unpopular shit right now, so we're just gonna give you money. I know another thing they're thinking about is tax breaks for small businesses, like where they don't pay taxes, they can go exempt.
Yeah,
for the first quarter, because like most businesses pay quarterly taxes.
Wasn't Trump doing that for big businesses already? Wasn't he helping them out and shit?
Yeah. And like that, the trickle down fucking theory
doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't exist.
I mean, that's the thing too. The argument people throw at socialism, where they're like, socialism has never worked because it's always morphed into something else.
Yeah.
Or it's gone back to a hybrid of capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
So like socialism doesn't work no matter how many different ways you try it. Well, the same argument could be made for the trickle down economics of hypercapitalism, where it's been tried multiple times. It's been tried for decades, and it still doesn't, bear fruit.
I know Wall Street's never given me a fucking check.
Well, not what it does is it creates like what they call the bubble effect, which is good for stock owners.
Yeah,
but it's not great for stock owners. It's good for stock owners that can see when the bubble's about to happen, and then when it dumps and the bubble bursts, then it's bad. Except for the people who had stocks and foresight to fucking either sell
don't you mean inside trading?
I'm saying, no, it's not like this great bastion of like it lifts all tides.
Nah,
like
we got 2 decades.
Claim,
we definitely have 2 decades that y'all people can look back on. That's the 80s and the 90s, even in the mid-aughts when the fucking house market broke.
Yep.
Three fucking decades where you can see that shit not work.
Yeah, and then with the retail, the real estate and the .com before that, and then the real estate, and now kind of smaller was the Bitcoin too.
Oh yeah, definitely
cryptocurrency, where it was a couple inside people that got in and made their money, and everyone else there's like the concept of like what's good for the common good.
Yeah.
Well, when like only a couple people are like profiting, and then the rest of the people are not like they're missing out, but then they're gonna get fucked after it. Not like they missed the train, but they're gonna be stagnant. No, like they missed the train, and now the train's gonna fucking run their house.
Yeah, run them over.
Like it's like, what the fuck? How is that an even trade off? Or even how do you measure that as a success?
It's capitalism, baby.
I think capitalism does work for sure, but there needs to be regulation.
I mean, look at all your couches.
Yeah. I mean, like, dude, like I said, like we talked about before, like it's not an Ayn Rand novel where every fucking capitalist is a fucking benevolent fucking ubermensch, and then anyone who's like anyone that works in bureaucracy is just a fucking evil piece of shit.
Yeah.
There's some evil shit that's been done because of bureaucracy, but
definitely
it's been led because of capitalism. There's money behind it.
Yeah, like that reminds me, talking about bureaucracy. You ever hear about eugenics?
Yeah.
That was bureaucracy. That shit dictated.
What's funny is that people they when you bring up eugenics, they think of Hitler. Yeah, we did it in the U.S. way before Hitler.
Yeah, we did. We're the ones that popularized it. That made Hitler think like, you know what, those guys are onto something.
That was how we were gonna get rid of the mentally retarded and the gays,
feeble-minded,
and the gays. Because dude,
calm down with the language.
Because the hard R.
Please don't leave it in the comments.
The first alphabet people, the gays, they were the main target because for some reason, I don't know why, they're like, oh, we don't want 2 guys to fucking make a kid somehow.
Yeah.
I never Doug Stanhope has a great bit about that. He's like literally they decided to like sterilize gay men.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like somehow they were gonna procreate. And then make more gays.
Army of gays.
Gays.
I need to listen to Stanhope. I remember when he was popular during the Bush administration, and for some reason, when I'd see him on Comedy Central and shit, I assumed that he was pro-Bush. I don't know why. I was a kid. But now as an adult, when I listen to him talking shit, I'm like, this dude is completely correct. Like, he's 100% right on the shit he talks about.
Yeah, there's definitely... Yeah, there's a lot of people who are just like... Norm Macdonald. had a lot of fucking stand up against like Clinton policies
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he actually did a correspondence dinner.
Did he?
When he was in office.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty funny actually.
That's hilarious.
He actually talked a lot about what pissed Hillary off was that he talked about all the rape allegations going on in the military.
Yeah.
During that time, and he said that he made a joke about that at the correspondence dinner.
Dude, and that was like what, in the 90s?
He was like, it was a woman who was first appointed like general. I think it was in the Navy. Or admiral or general, I can't remember. First female
but
admiral.
I'm saying,
and the joke was like she's gonna have to learn how to sexually harass herself.
Oh my god! But I'm saying, did he say that in the 90s or like?
Yeah.
So
he said it at the dinner.
Yeah, so that's
on
the thing.
C-SPAN.
That's the thing that's not hilarious. It's fucking morbidly dark, but it's so absurd at this point that even in the 90s, people were talking about the assaults and the rapes in the military, and barely
The General's Daughter is a movie based off.
Yeah, like we barely had that fucking story in the news of the fucking chick that disappeared. Remember? Yeah. And then they're figuring out that fort has like hella people fucking dipping and disappearing all the time.
There's a lot. There's been like a documentary too, like on how like gang recruitment happens in the military too.
Yeah. Oh
like,
yeah.
Not for like the Bloods and the Crips, but also the Aryan Nation.
Yeah, a lot of Aryans are out there.
Like they've found like people like who've actually like gone in the military and then came out and like become like fucking full gang members.
Yeah, white supremacists and all that shit. I was actually watching a video about that recently.
Because what they do is these people are like they're the type of people that want to belong to something, so they join the military thinking it's like a higher purpose for them. Get disillusioned. And then meet a couple like, hey, like, fuck this shit. Like, come with me and, get money. Or, like,
true.
by doing this shit. Or, like, hey, like, what's his name? Fucking Unabomber.
Yeah.
Just disillusioned fucking Army vet.
Ted McGinsky. I can't remember his name.
No, Ted Kaczynski was the Unabomber. Oklahoma City bomber.
Oh, you're talking about the Oklahoma City bomber.
Fuck, what was the Oklahoma City
I
bomber's
can't remember
name?
his name, but I see his fucking face, that mugshot, that famous mugshot of him. That fucking bombing was terrifying, dude.
Yeah.
They destroyed, what was it?
It was the daycare.
It was the daycare.
He was trying to bomb a federal building, but the daycare
was in there too.
Was in the basement. Where he parked the fucking truck.
But they literally sheared the side off of that building. They completely destroyed the side of that fucking building, man.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about it to this day. No one really talks about how white supremacists are the dudes that are making the bombs and all that shit.
Yeah, they're really like. Also, is another funny kind of point too.
Funny?
It's funny. Is that like there hasn't been any like school shootings because like
because of COVID.
Yeah, because of COVID.
Yeah.
Like there's like I forgot. I think Chappelle has a joke about it too. He's like all these dangerous whites are not to stay home. Like,
I mean, if you I'm kind of pro COVID now when you mention that.
Like, well, I always said
I'm joking.
I would joke with like Jacob too. I was like because everything you talk about outsourcing like truckers. Like what happens when they outsource teachers and it's just a tablet?
Yeah,
you get like a digital Aristotle.
Yeah,
and it just teaches kids on a tablet. So there's no real reason to go to school except for there's obviously the social aspect of it, but. Like literally, you can just make like these focal points, and then the kids just go and pick up their fucking tablets, and then they learn their lesson, and then, like they instead of going by age for grades, they go by how fast they've achieved their knowledge or
through the curriculum being recorded on the tablet.
And then if you're if you're dumb, then we eugenics you, like.
Oh yeah, but talking about eugenics, dude. Did you know that eugenics is what dictated our immigrant policy? Like a lot of the immigration policies that we have today stems from eugenics.
Really?
Yeah. So like when you hear Republicans and Democrats and shit talking about immigrant policies and shit, they're talking about shit that was like made up during eugenics. So it's very absurd to me to think that people are like kids in cages and all this other crazy shit. And it's like, yeah, that's crazy, but aren't we going to talk about how they were sterilizing people and how they like literally were telling us like, oh yeah, brown people are feeble-minded?
Like the war on drugs is a complete fucking lie.
That too.
And that Nixon's, a lot of people give shit on Nixon, but it was JFK too. Fucking was some bullshit policies on fucking and Lyndon Johnson too. was basically they're just like, yeah, we made lies up. We said that like drugs lead to fucking rape and there was no statistic study, but we just lied.
Yeah, they just made it up.
We just made shit up. We're like, yeah, drugs makes brown people fucking violent. Like, don't.
I mean, I'm already violent. I don't need
I'm
drugs
saying, like,
for that.
Like, and then they literally like in a congressional committee, like, hey, did you make that shit up? They're like, oh yeah, of course we did.
Definitely.
And then no one gave a fuck about
no one
it. And
gives a
we
fuck.
made prison policies based off that for fucking decades
People are
after.
still locked up to this day because of that shit.
Yeah.
And everyone's too busy talking about TikTok and elite making TikTok
Red
illegal.
Ribbon Week has not stopped any fucking ODs.
No, fuck no. If anything, it's exacerbated it. It's made it way more fucking prevalent in our society.
And that's why you get on. I get on Reagan. The people, the love of Reagan. Like, I have no idea why. Like,
yeah,
the love of Reagan. I was like, dude, like, he's a fucking dude.
He was a piece of shit. I
He
hope
had
you're
Nancy
burning
going
in
out
hell.
Fucking like championing this anti-war on drugs bullshit while he was running Contra Wars at the same time.
Yeah, he was funding the Contras with drugs. I mean, technically he wasn't, but
No, he was doing it. They don't.
He was a pretty good.
They bring a briefing to him.
Did you
and
see
they're like, sign this motherfucker.
Did you see the monkey movie though? Did you see him act with that monkey? The dude was kind of cool.
Yeah, he's the Gipper. But
nah, that dude sucks. I hope he's burning in hell, and I'd fucking piss on his grave if I could. Fuck.
Imagine
Reagan.
if like people like Donald Trump was famous because of Home Alone. His
Oh
cameo
my
in Home
God.
Alone.
He
Like,
kind of was.
And they gave him like a nickname because of it. Like, he's
the
the fucking McCulkin helper or something.
it's
like
the
that.
homie Trump.
The homie Trump.
Hey,
the
fuck
Gipper.
Trump. But the Gipper. Yeah, but talking about that
Those
shit,
Cowboys.
eugenics. I was watching this documentary called The Drug Years, and there's a Johnson, right? The dude that was after JFK. Lyndon Johnson. He was like, we got to stop the selling of drugs because it's the slavery of our youth. And I'm like, dude, isn't that the hypocrisy right there of you like shipping people out to Vietnam and you're not letting them take substances or allowing them to be more mentally free?
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about how that is enslaving them when you're literally enslaving them by drafting them into a fucking war.
It was also probably one of the first. No, I would say not one of the first, but probably one of it's definitely the first televised, which made it, just actually see the horrors of combat and stuff like that, and not believe the lies.
War.
Of just like it's just a heroic Shakespearean, one.
No, dude.
One more fucking into the breach, it and it's, and it shows also like makes you ask the question, okay, why are we here?
Yeah.
In the first place.
Yeah.
And do these people actually want us here?
At first they did, but then when we started killing them, they were like, maybe we don't want them
and then like
around.
what is like why, how are they getting arms, and why are we like it just becomes like a thing where you like question you question the big daddy government. And then the funny flip side is it morphed. Now we have like trust I don't trust the government, but I support its entities. The military can do no wrong.
They're raping people.
But somehow the government is evil? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, police, the military, the government, it's all the same fucking shit.
Well, I'm saying it's something that should be regulated.
It really should be, but, I mean, the regulatory entity that is the
And
government popularized eugenics for the longest time.
Yeah.
How the fuck can you trust an entity that was okay with eugenics?
Well, I'm saying, or you have to take the bitter with the sweet and be like, not everyone's a fucking hero.
No one is.
And not everything is like benevolent, and sometimes things just happen and they need to happen for some reason, or sometimes they don't and you need to stop it.
Yeah.
That is something that we need to we need to have like a truth and reconciliation in this country of like, okay, this is how things really are. Let's stop bullshitting.
Yeah.
Let's have drug education with sex education.
Yeah.
So that way people aren't fucking, they're not making dumbass decisions based off no logic. You're gonna, like they're gonna have fucking ROTCs in schools, and okay, cool, but also have ethics too, so that people know what they're fucking doing when they become adults.
We need a baseline, like at least just a baseline, like not something that you have to like make people like you have to adhere to this. Not just be like, no, this is how drugs are, this is how sex is, this is how violence is. This is the baseline. After that, you have liberty. You get to choose what you want to do. Yeah. Some people might like meth, some people might like coke, some people might like LSD. Do you? But at the same time,
but this is also what's going to happen too. This is like show them. This isn't like
know the consequences.
Because all you know is the here and the now. Like, oh, I just smoked meth with my friends. Like, we stayed up for 3 days, and then we went and partied, and then we did it again like another week later. And show them like what happens in a year from now.
Yeah.
fucking super cracked out and
or
falling off.
show people who are fucking permafried from
I
doing
always
too
thought
much
too,
acid.
it'd be a good idea because when I was in high school, like you had a police officer there for like crazy shit.
Yeah.
But I always thought it'd be cool if like they had a cop that actually taught a course.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be cool if the cops taught like fucking basic civics.
Yep.
Or like what are the basic laws in this area?
Yeah.
Or what are even an ethics course or even CPR, just like basic cops used to train fucking driver's ed.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That would make sense, and also it would bring public trust back with the local law enforcement because that isn't just some dude that's gonna give me a ticket and revenue hunt me.
Yeah.
That was a guy that taught me in high school.
Yeah.
And I built a relationship and a trust based off that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's very going along the lines of ethics of government bodies and how thing kind of overlays over one another, like with the past and shit, which kind of reminds me of fucking The Mandalorian. And everything that's going on in that show. Hard fucking segue to Star Wars, but
anytime's a good time.
Bro, I'm loving The Mandalorian, and I'm loving that they're bringing in the New Republic and the remnants of the fucking Empire.
They can end it right now and it'd still be successful.
Dude, yes, it's so fucking good.
They could just be like, we're going to do the rest like in a fucking comic book.
Yeah.
It'd still be a fucking success.
Yeah.
And how they fucked up the sequel trilogy.
They got it.
But somehow did a TV show like for half, like not even close. I want to see the budget difference between those three movies and what this show has cost like Disney. And they're probably fucking like laughing at all these directors. Like you wasted this much, not laughing, probably pissed. Like you wasted this much of our fucking capital, and this motherfucker with random directors,
Dave Filoni, man,
is doing like for like shoestring fucking budget. And it's killing it.
That's the whole point of Star Wars. That was the whole point of Star Wars was shoestring fucking production, crazy little fucking cheap costumes, and just a giant space opera.
Well, what made it too is independent. It's independent film.
Yeah,
it's George Lucas, and he has complete control over it.
No, but honestly,
and not like a studio like Disney, who has so many different properties and saying, oh well, we want to see if we can hit these marks, like we want, we know, like right now, I hate to say it, but like woke culture is like fucking, it is woke culture is like destroying fucking entertainment.
What is that?
Woke culture is anything that's like PC fucking culture, fucking
like Volt culture.
Woke.
Oh, woke. I used to like Vault.
Like PC culture.
Woke. Oh yeah, definitely.
Like Uber over saturation of anything, whether it be over inclusivity.
Yeah, you can't force it.
Yeah,
you cannot force that shit.
And when you do, it just becomes like 90s sitcom where it's like, at the end it's all gonna wrap up in 30 minutes and a neat little lesson, and it's like that's not entertainment, or that's not even fucking like inventive.
Yeah,
and
it's not even that though, but it's especially when it's already a property that has like its own kind of like narrative. You can't just change the narrative out of nowhere to be something else when it's already like Star Wars was a World War II Western samurai amalgamation, on a string budget.
It's literally the hero's journey.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And then all of a sudden with the sequels, they were trying to make it something else, and that's why the sequel trilogy doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, because how do we take something that everyone loves and then somehow make it like modern?
Yeah,
where it fits modern times. But right now, modern times fucking sucks.
They blow.
Like, everything that's, like, that's new right now is not entertaining. Most stuff that's, like...
It's preachy.
Yeah, most stuff that's, like, entertaining right now, like that, or came out good, like the Watchmen TV series, or fucking, what's the one everyone's fucking watching right now?
I don't know. I don't think I've...
Game of Thrones when that came out.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Like, it's going back to old fucking, like, basic storytelling. And that's what like catches people's imaginations and like their money. If you want to be specific about budgets and why people make shows in the first place, like these fucking kitschy fucking like teen dramas, aren't really doing much.
No, they're not really impacting the culture. But fucking Mandalorian latest episode spoiler warnings with the return of fucking Boba Fett, bro. Yeah. Dude, that definitely is gonna go down as one of like the hallmark moments of this fucking show, where it's just like they took all these fucking strings and they condensed it to this one moment.
Oh yeah,
of showing a 50-year-old fat
Tamora
own shit.
Tamora Morrison too is like dude, like if you're gonna bring anybody back,
Yeah.
bring him back. Don't bring back. I mean, bring back Billy D. Williams too, but Tamora Morrison, like.
He's the clones, man.
Yeah. It's so simple.
Yeah.
You have what's popular right now. Oh, the Clone Wars, they killed it.
Yeah.
All right, who's the original clone? Bring Tamora Morrison back.
Bring them back.
He's willing and able.
Bro, and they did, and it was amazing. That episode was fucking awesome. Who do you think Grogu fucking talked to, or who do you think he might bring into the series?
They're probably gonna bring Luke.
You think it's gonna be Luke?
It's not gonna be Luke in the live action. It's gonna be
like a ghost,
like a force protection Luke, or like a CGI, like like we did with Leia and Tarkins.
Yeah, I hate to date this episode with the speculation of who's gonna show up, but I have to talk about it because I want them to bring Mace Windu back.
No, it's gonna.
That's who dude. Oh my god, if Mace Windu came back, I would be so fucking happy.
There was a fan movie that they were doing, and it was a fan movie that was really good on YouTube, and they fucking Disney put a botch to it.
Oh, did they?
And it was supposed to be this guy who was running like a guerrilla campaign. It was supposed to be Mace Windu.
Oh shit!
Like basically a Saw Gerrera.
Yeah.
Where Mace
Windu
survived it. And
dude, all I'm hoping is for the last episode, right? Because we all know that the next episode is going to be a filler episode where they go get Bill Burr. I'm okay with that. I love Bill Burr as a comedian and as an actor. He's one of my favorite fucking people. So to have him in Star Wars and have an episode like dedicated to him.
What's funny is he doesn't really care about Star Wars.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's dope. I don't mind. It's dope that they're gonna bring him in. But what I hope is on the last episode when it's like the actual showdown with Moff Gideon and shit, they have a scene. I hope it's multiple Jedi. I hope it's not just one Jedi that shows up.
I think Ahsoka is gonna be the only
one that shows up to fight. Maybe
I don't think you're gonna see any more lightsabers.
Oh man,
in this show
because this is why I want to see this scene.
I think that they did that to set up her own Rosario Dawson's own.
Yeah, they're gonna do her sideshow, but I want to see the scene where they what is it? They call back to the scene in the Attack of the Clones where the fucking Jedis all show up.
Oh,
in the arena?
The arena, yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be like they're getting their asses. I'm thinking Bill Burr.
That's what everyone.
Finnick.
They asked like what was wrong with like the movie, the sequel trilogy when The Last Jedi came out, and everyone's like, "Oh, we want to see like everyone references Knights of the Old Republic. We want to see a Knights of the Old Republic esque Jedi battle." Where you see multiple
Sith and
Jedi or whatever, even like the Inquisitors.
Yeah, the Inquisitors would be okay.
Would be good, like versus Force users, and like they're just like, oh, well,
that's what the Knights of Ren were supposed to be, but they fucking copped that out last second.
Which would have been easy. You just take. Oh, remember they even said in dialogue like Kylo took some of Luke's students with him. Boom, that's who they are. Easy.
Yep.
Not these like fucking bounty hunter like
random mercenaries.
Yeah, like that. Also, somehow they're driving the only polluting ship in the fucking galaxy. Like no other ship makes fucking smog except for that one. Somehow everyone has like the same hyperdrive engine except for them.
It spews out.
They're like they use coal. They're like the fucking only
space coal.
Space coal.
Clean coal, bro.
Clean coal.
But yeah, I'm really hoping that there's a scene in the last episode where like multiple. I'm hoping it's Mace Windu, the dude from Fallen Order. I'm hoping it's Yaddle and Ahsoka. And maybe Luke. I don't want Luke, though.
There might be a chance for Ezra.
Oh, Ezra too, yeah.
There might be a chance for Ezra because of the whole Thrawn reference.
Yeah.
So if Thrawn's alive, then Ezra for sure is probably alive.
See, that's what I'm telling you. Or they're bringing the remnant of the Empire back.
I'm glad that I explained to Lou what the Dark Troopers were.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And I was like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's like, what are they? I was like, they're basically the droids that the Empire used during the Thrawn. And I was like, what makes them cool, and which they kind of showed. I was like, what makes the droids super effective is that the fact that they would use them in ambushes against rebel pilots, and they would basically, you could throw them in space battles, and they would try to like rip the pilots out of the cockpits.
Yeah.
And that sense. You saw them with like their rocket feet and stuff like that. I was like, just think about like they're a bunch of Iron Mans.
Yeah.
But because of that, what makes sense to me is that Bo-Katan in episode 4 was you already know she's looking for Moff Gideon because of the Darksaber.
Yeah.
So, and this show is The Mandalorian. That's the title of it. So what I think the finale is going to be is remnants of Mandalorians that he brings together, Boba Fett, Bo-Katan, him, versus these dark troopers.
Yeah.
That are basically robot versions of Mandalorians.
Yeah.
They can fly. They have, their rocket packs. They have their fucking blasters.
Ooh, do you think they're mad at Beskar?
That's the big thing that everyone's been talking about on YouTube is like
that. I didn't even think about it.
They're thinking that's why that the Imperium has so much Beskar is because Gideon oversaw the purge.
Yeah.
That's how he got the saber, and then he used the Beskar to fucking make the droids.
Oh my god, my mind legitimately is being blown right now.
So that would be like I think that's gonna be the season finale. I think they already said it's gonna be another third season.
Yeah.
So I think either two things are gonna happen: is that we're gonna get left off with a big battle.
That's gonna happen.
As he's getting fucking killed.
Yeah, he's gonna get his eye poked
I don't think
out.
Gideon's going past this season.
You don't think so?
No.
Do you think Din Djarin,
I think what's going to happen is they're going to hint at the First Order, and that basically he doesn't make the cut.
Okay.
But they're going to hint like at the First Order.
But do you think the Mandalorian's going to make it? Din Djarin? Or
yeah.
His name is? You think he's going to make
it? Oh, they're not. They're going another season for sure.
But I mean, because I like the theory that the Mandalorian is actually Grogu, Baby Yoda. He's actually the Mandalorian.
No, I don't. That's what people talking about. Do you think it's gonna be baby? You're gonna see a Baby Yoda in a Mandalorian gear?
Yeah. Down
the line, I think no.
No, you think he's gonna be a Jedi?
I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna have to go somewhere. They're gonna be separated, but because he just can't fit. This is also a thing that people have been talking about. Is that there's big debate about the sequel trilogy.
Dude, I want that gone.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people want it wiped from existence.
Let's just forget it.
But they've already committed to not basically. They've already committed to foreshadowing to it in this series so far.
Because of Snoke or whatever.
No, because of just like the remnants of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not sure if the Battle of Jakku has already taken place. It's supposed to be 9 years after Return of the Jedi, so I'm assuming it already has. And that's basically when the people who were chosen to go start the First Order happened. All the survivors of Jakku.
They went to the unknown regions or whatever.
So I feel like Grogu, because we always forget Grogu's 50 fucking years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think basically he's gonna have to go by himself somewhere.
Yeah, he probably will. Because he has the Jedi whole thing going on, so he definitely has to do the whole spiritual.
So I think
thing.
they might do something like where they put him on like a Dagobah like planet, where it's just enriched with the Force. I thought they were gonna do with Tython. I thought they were gonna do that where he was just like, I need to just be here.
Yeah.
And that the Mandalorian was just gonna basically pop in and check on me every once in a while.
Yeah. I really just want them to fucking forget about the sequel trilogy. What I wish they would do would be they would say like, okay, yeah, like the First Order and all this shit in the sequel trilogy happened in another sector of the galaxy, but it's like its own thing.
Well, that was kind of what
and then everything else, the real shit is going on around it.
The treatments for that Lucas gave were kind of based off the Legacy comics.
Yeah.
And the Legacy comics, there's Legacy 1 and Legacy 2, and that's basically what it is. It's the same universe, but two different things going on at the same timeline.
Yeah, yeah.
So
because the galaxy's huge.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a massive thing.
The first Legacy comics were based off is basically a four-way struggle between the Jedi Order that is no longer part of the New Republic because they went into hiding because they don't trust them no more.
Yeah.
Then the New Republic trying to hold on to the planets it has. The remnants of the Empire that now has Jedis with them.
Okay.
They have their own Force-sensitive, like, honor guards, basically, because
that's a thing.
A Force-sensitive imperialist basically said, no, we're going to,
start
our own thing. And then the Sith Empire coming back. So you have these four factions in the galaxy now trying to, fight each other. So it's a four-way civil war, basically.
Yeah, you could kind of work that in with Palpatine's Sith.
And it had to do with the main character was Cade Skywalker, Luke Skywalker's grandson.
Mm-hmm.
And then him just being after his dad's order got wiped out, saying, I don't want nothing to do with being
a Jedi,
but then being drugged back into the conflict.
That's some classic Jedi shit. It's like, I'm a Jedi, but I don't want to be a Jedi.
Those, those wrap up, obviously, with but then the second comic series starts, and that's the Legacy 2 comics that has to do with Han and Leia's granddaughter.
Okay.
who's on.
Isn't she the one that goes all evil and shit?
No. That's on the book. You're thinking of their daughter. Their daughter and their son. In the expanded universe, they have 3 kids. They have Janice, Jace, and then they have Anakin Solo.
I know one of them goes fucking nuts.
Anakin, the youngest kid, gets killed.
Okay.
And then Janice and Jace Solo, who are supposed to be really close in age, siblings, basically the brother turns to the dark side, and the sister has to eventually kill him.
Yeah. I know because I remember. I've never read the books or whatever or the comics, but I know that it gets really brutal between those kids.
Basically, the sister has to kill the brother.
That's fucking intense. But talking about killing brothers and sisters, we have an ad read.
All right.
Our first ad is for Blue Milk Faraway Galaxy Blue Milk. Blue Milk is the milk that makes you blue. So,
I've never been to the Disneyland thing, but I heard the blue milk is a shitty milk.
Okay.
There's another milk
that's not
green, and supposedly that's the good one to get.
Disney's fucking blue milk is great.
Fuck them. Their parks are closed.
No. Disney, don't pull the check. Not like the CCP.
Dude, what check? Dude, those parks are fucking dust, dog.
Dude, come on, bro. They're helping us out.
Those would be fucking
use the promo
homeless
code.
Shelters pretty soon.
Oh my god. Use the promo code Blue Milk for the rich, and you'll get fucking.
That's gonna be like
milk.
Escape from New York in like a fucking year.
That'd be hella fun.
You're gonna have people they're gonna build a wall around fucking LA County.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be like Escape from New York, and then like a fucking certain gang will take over like the Magic Kingdom.
Oh shit!
It'd be like it'd be like the Warriors. It'd be like a
awesome.
Disney themed.
Goofies, the Duckies.
No, it'd be like the Disney punks.
The Disney punks, beach punks. But use Blue Milk for the rich, and you'll get green milk half off. The other ad we have here, let me look through my papers. Oh yeah, Slip Skate Shop in Stockton, California.
Yeah, support Eric. Go there,
support
buy
Eric.
stuff.
Awesome there.
Cool stuff, nice stuff, neat stuff.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He used to let me live with him, so he's really kind.
Yeah, very nice vibes in there. But yeah,
one time I got really drunk and I pissed in the wastebasket in the kitchen.
All right.
And I never told him about it.
If you're listening, bro.
Sorry,
dude. But yeah, those are our 2. Do you have any ads?
I didn't realize it until I was doing it.
Do you want to?
I was so fucking drunk.
Okay, Art, we get it. You got any ads, Art? Do you want to?
Any ads? Yeah. Let's talk about October Sky.
October Sky.
One of my favorite movies. I just got on Blu-ray because the DVD one kept skipping.
Nice. So,
and also, we were talking about earlier eugenics.
Oh shit!
This movie talks
got heavy.
The main character's hero is Wernher von Braun.
Oh my god! All right,
former Nazi who used to hang Jews in front of his office to motivate the other fucking Jew workers
to work faster. But,
I always thought that was funny about that movie because I was younger.
That's not funny.
No, because when I was younger, I was like, dude, it's still one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
But the fact that they made that like the thing where he's like, I look up to this Nazi, you know?
Oh man.
Like,
but yeah. Anyways,
and then he's in the movie too. He gives him a pat on the back. And he slips out real quick because he's like, I'm a fucking Nazi. Can't be in one place too long.
All right.
The Mossad
ads.
Kill me.
Those are our ad reads.
He's like, good job, and that's his entire part of the movie. He's like, good job, and he dips right away. He's like, fucking Israelis are fucking they're everywhere and anywhere.
Looking for me, the Jews. But anyways, those
Operation
are our
Paperclip,
ads. That was
dude,
our ad read. That was our ad read. So
Nazis invented NASA, dude. All right, look it up.
That's why it's so close to Nazis. NASA.
Exactly. Nazis, NASA, coincidence.
Think about it, people.
For
Wake
real.
up, sheeple. But what other shows have we been?
Have we?
Or you've been watching?
Just started watching Selena on Netflix.
Selena. How is that?
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really fucking good. So like I said, I've almost finished it. It's like 9 episodes, and it's supposed to be back to back 2 series. So this first, spoiler warnings. The first is about her growing up as a child in Corpus Christi, Texas, and then them starting their band and getting their groove together. It's enough to where they can be like a record success. Basically, it's them trying to get on a label. The entire thing. She does Tejano music, and then she gets popular through that before she starts hitting her English audience base. But
is it like a soap opera, or is it
no?
More
it's like a straightforward series. Kind of reminiscent of fucking the movie.
Yeah,
but slower. More about the band too. That's what I like about it. It's more about the band. It's more about what's their band?
I don't remember.
Los Dios.
Oh yeah.
So it's more about them forming the band and then making the sound, and then the brother writing a lot of the, most of the music and coming up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's gonna end with her starting her like English success, and then the next season will take over, and that's when I want to see who the fuck Yolanda's gonna be.
Dude, that actress, I really hope. I mean, people suck, but I really hope she doesn't get hate. But that's definitely gonna happen.
No,
you don't think so?
No, people will understand. But
I don't know.
The hatred for her, for the real Yolanda,
yeah,
will
that's
rekindle
what I'm
like
saying.
a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Holy shit!
I really hope that actress does not get caught up in all that shit.
Yeah, dude.
But
hopefully she can take some heat off Morrissey for me.
Fuck Morrissey. Talking about shows and shit. You hear about HBO Max and how they're gonna be releasing all the movies on there now?
Dune is coming out.
Yeah.
On HBO Max, and guess who has free HBO Max? This motherfucker.
But yeah, I'm excited for that too. I want to see Dune.
Literally, the Watchmen TV series is like the only thing I was like, oh, I have HBO Max. I watch the Watchmen series now because AT&T gives you free HBO Max.
Okay.
But I was like, oh, now what do I do? Like I don't care anymore.
It's porn, bro. Right? There's like a whole bunch of porn.
Man,
oh,
I'm an adult. I ain't watching no Cinemax. That's some child shit. fucking cable, fucking porn.
That's some child shit.
It is. It's some fucking. That's some. If there's a grown man watching like porn, and he's not like, like watching it like with a party, like and doing drugs, and fucking there's a tiger in a cage behind him. And, I don't want part of that.
Fuck, I was gonna say something about HBO.
No, but yeah, there's a streaming. They're gonna release all the studios, and then who is it? It's Warner Brothers, and I forgot who else. They're fucking pissed. They're fucking furious.
Who? Warner Brothers?
No. It's Warner Brothers, and Disney's fucking pissed because their streaming service is not doing good, and now that Warner Brothers is gonna just be like straight up releasing all our blockbuster movies like on our own streaming service.
Yeah,
they're like, we are fucked.
They are pretty much.
Disney has never been this fucked in so long, and it's so tight because it's all ran by fucking. I hate to be a fucking like traitor to my generation, but it's all ran by a fucking bunch of narcissistic fucking participation fucking trophy winning fucking Gen X's and fucking millennials, dude.
Fuckheads.
Bunch of fuckheads who do not know what to do when they're under pressure.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not
we
awesome,
might see like the people love Disneyland. People love the Disney institution. They love it so much that they'll risk being sick to go to their parks.
Hell yeah!
But not if it's like at a certain cost, like money wise. And like right now, Disney
they're gonna overcharge everything,
dude. They're gonna alienate their fan base.
Yeah. The only thing they really got going for them right now that could maybe save them is Star Wars and Marvel, and they're already kind of shit the bed with Marvel. And the Mandalorian is really the only thing that they got going on right now. Because when you go on Disney Plus and you look at the shit that they go on there, I don't want to watch none of that shit.
Yeah, they fucked Mulan up. That was supposed to be their fucking big new thing. They fucked that up royally.
They were trying to make that a cash grab for China, and Chinese were like, no, thank you. No, sir.
Imagine like, what's a good reference to this? Imagine like growing up on like Westerners, like Western movies. And like there's like Tombstone, The Good and the Bad, Navajo Joe, all these like classic fucking Western movies, right? Mm-hmm. And then a foreign like Dutch fucking company like tried to make one.
Oh yeah, true.
And like they just hit all the fucking stereotypes and it's like over like, a super like stereotype fucking movie. That's basically what Disney did to like a Chinese audience.
Yeah,
they're like, oh hey, all this culture we know like kind of know loosely about, we're gonna Americanize it and make it like. Like the Huns are somehow Shaolin warriors.
Yeah, and then
they have all these like crazy, Shaolin like fucking like light touch fucking acrobatics,
and when
like
they're crazy witch woman.
Yeah, like make it trying to fit into Chinese lore, which is lot indebted to superstition, but then the current government is super against superstition.
Yeah,
so, like how do we blend those two together?
Yeah.
And not that thing is stop capitulating the fucking Chinese audiences, dude.
For real.
Like, just make movies and people will either like them or not like them.
I
let
think
the Chinese, if you're really like want to make the Chinese audience, like, let a Chinese indie studio buy them up and then say, here, have free range with our capital and make your movies.
Yeah, that's the smartest way to do it. But I think they should. I think that millennials are really fucking it up. because millennials don't realize that in the past, the reason that like Russia, the Soviet Union fell and all that other shit fell was because they liked our culture. Like they liked our American movies.
Yeah.
You know, they loved Arnold Schwarzenegger. They loved our American music. And
well,
now
like
we have these millennials
they
that
like
think,
the fact that there was people that they could see as themselves represented.
Yeah.
And like
No,
that's the big success of Arnold is he's a foreigner.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is this: it's like in the past, studios didn't adhere to like, oh, like what is taboo there with? No, they just played it straight. Predator, watch Predator. That's a fucking Americanized ass movie, you know, Platoon and all that stuff, and all that shit sold in Eastern Germany. All that shit sold in the Soviet Union, and that's what made the fucking Soviet Union fall was our culture. And now you have these millennials, participation award people who are like, no, we gotta be more softer, and we gotta adhere to their things, and we gotta listen to them. It's like, no, we don't really have to listen to them because they're listening to us already.
What reminds me a lot of is like people's fan fiction, where it's like they'll write their own versions of something that they like a franchise they like people write Star Trek scripts all the time.
Yeah.
And it's a fan fiction, so it doesn't really have to make sense, and it can be your adventure. Basically, it's your sandbox, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But your sandbox sometimes will not sell to a general audience.
No.
So you have to think about that. But instead of looking at that and being like, maybe my vision isn't a vision for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's the opposite. My vision is my vision, and I will now shame or bully you into accepting my vision.
Yeah.
And no, that's never gonna work. You're gonna alienate people.
It's like a hip hop.
And as long as you get, and it sucks because you'll get in that echo chamber where 50 people will agree with you, and you're thinking you're doing the right thing because look at these 50, 100,000 people that like agree with me. Yeah, compared to the fucking millions that fucking don't, and then don't buy your product, and you now fucking are in the red.
Yeah, but I was trying to use the example of hip hop. Like hip hop is universally loved on the globe.
Yeah,
and it's unapologetically hip hop. Like it's just is. Could you imagine if the Wu-Tang, instead of doing Wu-Tang things, they were like, nah, we gotta be more Japanese or we gotta be more Chinese? It's like, nah, they were just the Wu-Tang. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they weren't really
that shit too.
Yeah, they weren't trying to do nothing but do them. You know. And then the world listened to them, and they were like, "Yeah, now you hear Wu-Tang in Japan. You hear Wu-Tang everywhere."
Most like if you like check like most music documentaries, there's always a contributing factor about them, and it's this: the the bands that push against the record labels to fucking not be PC and not be like mainstream are the ones that fucking make the best albums.
Yeah.
That's every fucking thing where they have a guy that comes in, like a producer, a GM, or somebody that comes in that works for the record label or works for the fucking production, and it's like, okay, now we got to think about mass appeal. And everyone that says fuck you to mass appeal usually makes, and it says, no, we're going to do the music that we want to do, and either they'll say two things. Either we can alienate our fan base, and then we will make less money, but we'll stay true to our values. Mm-hmm. Or they blow up because people are like, yeah, I like that. I like that. Like I like the fact that they're sticking to their guns.
Yeah,
but if you make an entire record where it's like, like I'm saying, like the people who are like, I'm sorry to say, like PC culture, you're like, yeah, fuck. If Wu-Tang put an album out that said, fuck everyone but the blacks, then yeah, it's not going to be fucking generally, and you can see some of the music where it's like, yeah, we talk about urban struggles and black struggles and stuff like that, but or we might say some fucking like fuck suburban culture, so fuck but like if they said like, and we hate Asian people and we hate like guess where you're not selling at, like if you alienate like a fucking group, then you're probably not going to sell there.
Yeah,
so
but that's but like to like wrap it back to what we were originally talking, like the reason that I was saying all this was because that's exactly what Disney did with Mulan. It was like you had this concept, you had this property, and then you went and you butchered it to adhere to a certain audience, when in reality you should have just played it straight.
If there's one thing that fucking Asians love, and that is musicals. And how you took, one of the greatest Disney songs, Let's Get Down to Business.
Yeah.
And say, hey, we're not having no fucking music in this fucking Mulan movie. This is going to be a fucking cardboard fucking action movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking like a lightweight Dragon Ball Z movie. It's fucking beyond my.
Oh, like you would have fucking killed in the karaoke fucking. If you would have
in the market.
That'd have been fire right
that
there,
would have
dog.
been the best. But so speaking about all that shit and talking about
Is that Reflection song? Is that Mulan or is that Pocahontas?
that's Pocahontas.
Okay, same shit.
Native Americans love that shit. I don't know, but anyways,
They probably don't.
I'm Mexican, so I don't know. We do love Coco, but remember me. Talking about talking about streaming services. What is your opinion on Dave Chappelle calling out HBO?
Good for him.
You good for him?
Fuck yeah.
Do you agree with him wanting his money?
When I was younger, I was like, fuck. What's his name from fucking Metallica for speaking against like downloading music and stuff like that.
The drummer Lars
and stuff like that, and then Trent Reznor too. Trent Reznor talked about it, but the artists, yeah, for sure get paid. The problem with that was with the difference between what Dave Chappelle's talking about and what the file sharing was is that Napster came to the table with the record labels and said, "Hey, you can either work with us, or we'll go rogue and then we'll just do it and give it out for free."
Yeah.
So the record labels fucked up on that.
Yeah, they always do. Fuck record labels, man.
The record labels could like even iTunes talks about like, dude, I don't like iTunes wouldn't exist if the record labels would have worked with Napster.
Yeah.
Because it would have been, they would like he's like dude, he's like Island Rec, all these people who we went to, Interscope, he's like, they would have had the market cornered. He's like, Apple would have never fucking launched for music.
Yeah.
But the sole fact that they fucking told them no and said, fine, fuck it, we're gonna build the infrastructure anyways, and we're gonna make it free.
Oof.
You know, killed them.
Yeah.
And also made artists see where their money went in the record labels too. They're like, okay, why the fuck? Where do I make my money at now? Do I make my money with you guys, or do I make it on stage on my tours?
Tours.
Yeah, exactly. Or directly selling to my fans at shows.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, yeah, that's where I make my money at. The record labels are fucking, they're cheats. They're fucking,
they're scams.
All it is a fucking, it's a pimp.
Yeah.
It's a fucking pimp that you don't need.
As a musician, I've looked into it, and yeah, definitely sell merch. Fuck streaming. Fuck trying to get a CD out there. Make merch. Make your own merch and sell it at your shows. Because if you think someone's going to give you a paycheck off of royalties, you're a fucking sucker. And go ahead, sign that contract.
what Chappelle's talking about is that he signed a contract that he wasn't, at the time, he was just like, was forced to do. And now he's doing what he thinks is right and saying, hey, I'm not trying to sue these guys. I'm just trying to say, hey, if you're a fan of me, just boycott my stuff so they come to the table and renegotiate.
Yeah, true.
Which I'm fucking all about fucking collective bargaining.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah,
So you're about it.
I'm all about that. So yeah, like he's doing.
There's a twinkle.
He's doing what he thinks is right. He's like not saying, hey, fuck these guys, boycott them, don't fucking fuck them, throw rocks, protest for me. He's just saying, hey, do me a favor,
don't watch
it.
Shit.
And Netflix did the right thing and they pulled the show.
Wow, yeah, it's a big props on Netflix for that one.
Yeah, because they know that he's done good stand-ups solely through them, and he will do more stuff for them. If they do it.
And every time he does a stand-up, people talk about it, and people talk about Netflix and how they're letting him do all that shit. I agree. I personally do agree with Chappelle, and he should get paid for his, what he did with that show.
Like we're talking. He's like, Dave is famous because they always say every contract ends with in perpetuity throughout the universe.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. A contract should not end.
That's
like
lightweight.
that.
I feel like they might
as well say cut your fucking self and sign this motherfucker in blood.
Yeah, I feel like that lightweight proves like the Illuminati is real. Like who uses that type of language but like devil worshippers or like occult people or people who like believe in like bigger things than them? Because like as a company, why the fuck would you care about the universe?
Yeah,
like, what are you talking about?
Why would you say until a time of renegotiation?
Yeah. But do you think you're eventually going to end up on Mars, or do you think you're going to end up on some other planet and you're going to be able to
according to
sell Chappelle show?
According to Neil Brennan, when Chappelle signed his, it was except for Saturns and her moons.
What the fuck?
He wrote that in the clause, like they had to write that, like in perpetuity, except for Saturn and her moons, as like a fucking joke. But now it's like, he's seeing like, dude, like I made all this stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
And you gave me and then like you're just not asking my permission, and you're gonna put it on your streaming service.
Yeah.
And not pay me whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's fucking wrong. And he's like, yeah, he even said, he even hinted, he's like, I would do another show, but the fact that I couldn't call it Chappelle Show, it'd be fucking dumb.
Yeah, true.
You know, that's what happened with Prince. Prince fucking changed his name to the artist formerly known as Prince because of his fucking contracts.
Yeah.
And then went by the symbol too because of his fucking contracts. Like, he got a raw deal, and they said they own his name.
Yeah.
How do you own someone's fucking name?
That's another one of those.
How does someone's
like,
name become a fucking trademark?
Wow.
I mean, we see, Trump has done it, so in his favor, it works, because he just, he's a whore. He sells his name.
Yeah.
He doesn't care as long as it makes some money.
Orange.
But, like, when you're an artist and you want to fucking make more art and you're not hip with where you were, like, 10 years ago, which, hey, time changes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Things sour. So, the fact that someone can own your fucking name.
It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. But yeah, companies get away with that shit all the fucking time.
Like, I understand, like, the company's stance is, we made a contract with you, and we want you to uphold this contract. But a contract that lasts for a lifetime
and throughout the whole universe,
yeah, is like insane.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's some diabolical shit. Like, who would think of that? Why would you word it like that?
Mortgages don't fucking go through your lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, like.
That's some insane shit.
You can default on a mortgage and somehow still get out of it. Like.
Yeah.
It's like a student loan almost. Like, you can never fucking get rid of it.
Never. And anywhere you go in the universe, not the galaxy, bro. The entirety of the universe. That means multiple galaxies.
Yeah.
Infinite in any direction. They own you. That's insane.
They're gonna have to rewrite it to like fucking dimensions.
The multiverse.
Yeah.
Oh no.
In perpetuity to the multiverse.
No matter where you go.
Someone's probably thought about that.
They're probably trying to figure it out.
How do we make this even lock tighter?
Yeah, they're trying to figure it out right now. Like, what are the 90 degrees that I need to write this fucking thing in?
How many? The fifth dimension. Fucking.
But yeah, when I heard all that shit, I was just like, yeah, they got to pay him. But at the same time, I do kind of understand like the other side of that, where it's like, bro, you signed the contract.
But if you
signed it, so it's kind of, you kind of have to sleep in the bed you made. But I do agree with Chappelle, but at the same time, I do kind of understand, like, you kind of have to walk away from it,
Well, he's going at the right, like I said, he's going the right way. He's not saying anything that's like legally fucking damning. He's just saying, hey, if you're a fan of me,
don't watch it.
Don't watch my shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch
until
it
I let you know that they're gonna give me a better deal.
Yeah,
and then it may or may not work because people could be like, well, fuck you, Dave Chappelle. I think you got enough money. Yeah. I'm gonna watch.
I'm still gonna watch it.
I'm paying for the streaming service. I'm gonna watch you. Or, like me, a good citizen. You could be like, well, all right, dude, ask me a favor. I like his stuff. I'm here to it.
Yeah, I was I was like legit like lightweight raised by Chappelle, like watching his stand-ups growing up.
He changed modern television.
Yeah, I definitely will support what he says on the
he did
the topic.
Like the Richard Pryor show, the fucking In Living Color, whatever you want to say. Like, they didn't come. They may have been like the fucking foundation, but like his show changed like the talking of people in this country.
Yeah. Yeah, it really did. It really opened a lot of people's eyes to a lot of shit, too.
Yeah, and he did in a way, too, where it was all fun and fucking games.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a fucking joke.
Yep. Well, we're at the end of the podcast episode, Art. So we have to do our ad read for the outro.
Uh-huh.
So the last ads we got is, the first one is for this game called Crossfire. Use the promo code you done did it, sis, and you'll get.
If you guys have some minutes, look up the fucking 90s YouTube commercial Crossfire. It is probably the most 90s thing you've ever seen in your life.
If you use that promo code you done did it, sis, you'll get.
I was so disappointed when I finally played Crossfire as a kid.
So
this
bad.
Is nothing like the commercial.
You'll get an extra little disc. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
We're gonna watch the Crossfire commercial after this.
Dope.
You're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Open that box right now!"
And then be disappointed.
Just be like, "What the fuck?"
A limp dick in a box.
That is like like the commercials we used to get like for fucking advertisement because that's all
they were better,
dude. Because that's all they had. All they had were fucking magazine and TV slots.
Yeah. But do you have any other ads or anything you want to promote?
Yeah, I always promote what I'm drinking on.
There you go.
The Strange Bees Hard Kombucha.
Ooh.
It's pretty good. It's natural and organic, apparently, according to the can. It's 7%, so it'll get you there.
There you go. Yeah, it's very aromatic. I can smell it from sitting over here.
Hopefully the cop won't.
That's a joke. And the last one we might do would be The Mandalorian. Just watch The Mandalorian. That shit is fucking fire.
Is there any other
bootleg it if you can?
That are, like fucking permanent that people are
I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I was watching
Love. I've been at work where your ass needs to be.
Yeah,
when I'm talking to you right now. So.
Yeah, definitely. I was watching Lovecraft Country.
I wanted to watch that too. And I forgot it.
I liked it. But I'm not gonna say it's like, oh, it's like Game of Thrones or The Mandalorian.
Like Keenan Peele's fucking.
Yeah, it's okay. I was enjoying it, but it's not mind blowing, you know.
Oh, okay.
But it's good. I mean, watch it. You know, it's entertaining.
I'm still trying to figure out they're gonna fucking Apple's gonna release the Foundation or not, dude.
Dude, yeah, I'm excited for that too, because of how you explained it to me. But I haven't been watching shit, bro.
I've been watching more like YMH than
your mom's.
As you can see,
yeah,
my lineup is all YMH.
Yeah, I've been watching hella random YouTube shit. I watched a lot of documentaries recently. I watched Drug Years. Watched one about eugenics. I watched another one about World War I. Classic Bob shit, pretty much, you know.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But that's it. I guess this is episode 5, 6. Again, I don't remember. But yeah, this was. The episode after the long hiatus.
Oh, I kind of want to talk about something. We can save it for next time.
Yeah, you gotta write it down because we'll forget. You
whatever.
know us, but yeah, thanks again for listening. Subscribe, comment, let us know what the fuck you think about the shit that we talk about. Do you agree about our Mandalorian discussion?
Have we checked our viewership? Has it gone up at all?
I think we're at 14 now.
Fuck yeah,
So
dude! Who would have known?
We're killing it. We're crushing
oh, dude,
it.
I never thought we reached double digits. That's crazy.
So
thank you to the 14 people out there.
the 2 out of the 14 that watched this. But yeah, thanks again for listening. And
if there's any kind of slurs that you want me
no,
to say,
no,
go ahead and
no,
put it in the comments.
Thank you. Have a good night.
It was great.
You're here
to vulgarity.
Have a good one.